Both the film and the game were sticking to pretty much the same script. It's about Harry Potter being entered into this deadly Triwizard Tournament. He's the 4th competitor in a 3-wizard tournament. It's about the dragon, it's about the lake, and it's about the maze. And that's a big ruse by Voldemort to get a final showdown where hopefully he can kill Harry Potter. That's really the premise, the backbone of the story. And so we're focusing on those key beats, but also trying to intersperse our own gameplay within that. So we've got the 3-player drop-in, drop-out game sitting around these kind of Harry-focused Triwizard events. These are the real blockbuster moments that we can feel, that you can see it in the movie, you can bring it back to your house and you can play it right there and feel like you're playing the same experience. The Triwizard events we've really tried to give a different style of gameplay to. Because they're flying, because they're swimming, because you're being chased by a magical maze, we wanted to give you a real sort of roller coaster ride, a real feel for being constantly pushed forward, constantly chased, or constantly compelled to move forward. That the dragon is constantly behind you, flying across you, firing fireballs at you. You're constantly under pressure to move. We've got a scoring system for replayability, for timing, how many things you collect on the way, but primarily you're pushed forward at speed by the dragon. With the lake, it's a slightly slower paced event because you're obviously swimming, you're swimming through a cold black lake, but we try and introduce other elements in that case. So we've got the Grindylow creature, which kind of come out and attack you, they fire their venom at you, they also have their spawn throughout the level which you have to shoot and disperse. All these things stop you progressing forward and injure you, and they prevent you from getting a better score. So you have to avoid things, you have to shoot things, as well as collect beans and do it in a good time. With the maze, you've got the maze chasing you. It's a constant plunger to get you through that maze. So rather than just exploring around a maze at your own pace, we kick into the action. The tentacles from the maze come out after you and they constantly chase you through as the magical maze reforms itself as you run through it. So you're avoiding new walls that come out, but you're also, if you hit one of those, you'll slow down and the tentacles will grab you and then you'll lose your momentum. The other side of the game is about combining magic and experimenting with the magic in the world. So what we've really tried to focus in on this year is a more action-oriented approach. It's less puzzles, you explore through the environment, the objects in the world, you kind of figure out how your magic works with them. It's not a case of having to pick spells from a menu and try it out. It's all context sensitive, but effectively you say, oh, I can lift and throw rocks, what can I do with that? I can lift and throw creatures, what can I do with that? You know, I can catapult booba tubers, what does that mean? And the player, the advanced player certainly, or the 3-player kind of gamers, will work out combinations that they can do. It's off the main path, but it's there for you to play with. And that's what we're trying to get across. You've got these charms, you've got these jinxes, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in the magical world that you can, combine with. So the game's coming out in November, in time with the movie. We're on all current gen platforms, PC and handheld consoles, including PSP and NDS.